Book summary by Teddy Bear's Storytime.
Published in 1983, The Witches, by Roald Dahl, is a darkly humorous and thrilling tale that explores the sinister world of witches through the eyes of a young boy and his grandmother. Unlike traditional witches in folklore, Dahl's witches are depicted as vile, child-hating creatures who disguise themselves as ordinary women. The story is filled with suspense, imaginative details, and the classic Dahl touch of blending horror with humor. Quentin Blake's distinctive illustrations complement the text, adding to the book's whimsical yet eerie atmosphere. The novel addresses themes of courage, resilience, and the triumph of good over evil. Characters. The boy, protagonist, the unnamed young boy who becomes the hero of the story. The grandmother, a wise and loving Norwegian woman with extensive knowledge of witches. The Grand High Witch, the evil leader of all witches, who devises a plan to eliminate all children. Mr. and Mrs. Jenkins, parents of Bruno Jenkins, another child who falls victim to the witches. Bruno Jenkins, a greedy boy who gets turned into a mouse. Mr. Stringer, the hotel manager. Miss Irvine, the Grand High Witch's secretary. Detailed book-long content by chapter. Chapter 1, A Note About Witches. The novel opens with the narrator explaining that witches are real and live among us, blending in with normal people. They are not to be confused with the fairytale witches, these are genuinely evil beings who despise children. Dahl sets a dark tone, emphasizing the danger and malice that witches represent. Chapter 2, My Grandmother. We are introduced to the boy and his Norwegian grandmother, who is a former witch hunter. The grandmother educates him about witches, detailing their characteristics. They wear wigs to hide their bald heads, have clawed hands they cover with gloves, and square-toed feet. This chapter builds the foundation of the witches' mythology within the story, highlighting the grandmother's wisdom and the close bond between her and the boy. Chapter 3, How to Recognize a Witch. The grandmother continues to educate the boy on identifying witches, describing their disdain for children, the blue tinge of their spit, and their ability to smell out children from great distances. This chapter is rich with Dahl's vivid descriptions and serves to heighten the reader's sense of suspense and foreboding. Chapter 4, The Grand High Witch. The boy learns about the Grand High Witch, the most powerful and fearsome of all witches. This character is depicted as the epitome of evil, with plans to exterminate all children. The chapter builds anticipation and fear around this central antagonist, setting the stage for the main conflict. Chapter 5, Summer Holidays. The boy and his grandmother decide to spend the summer at a seaside hotel in England after the tragic death of his parents. This setting provides a seemingly peaceful backdrop, contrasting with the lurking danger. The boy's observations and interactions in the hotel add to the sense of impending doom. Chapter 6, The Meeting. The boy accidentally stumbles upon a meeting of witches, led by the Grand High Witch, at the hotel. He hides and listens as the witches reveal their plan to turn all children into mice using a potion called Formula 86 Delayed Action Mousemaker. This chapter is a turning point, filled with tension and the shocking revelation of the witch's scheme. Chapter 7, Bruno Jenkins disappears. The witches demonstrate their potion on Bruno Jenkins, who is transformed into a mouse. This event serves as a chilling confirmation of the witch's power and malicious intent. The boy's horror and determination to stop them intensify, driving the plot forward. Chapter 8, Metamorphosis. The boy is discovered and subjected to the same potion, turning him into a mouse. However, he retains his human intellect and, with his grandmother's help, formulates a plan to defeat the witches. This chapter is crucial as it transforms the boy into an active protagonist, determined to thwart the witches' plans. Chapter 9, The Plan. The boy and his grandmother concoct a plan to use the witches' own potion against them. They devise a daring strategy to infiltrate the witches' quarters and replace their potion with the Formula 86. The chapter is filled with suspense and showcases the boy's courage and ingenuity. Chapter 10, The Execution. Executing their plan, the boy mouse sneaks into the witches' meeting and manages to spike their food with the potion. The witches, including the Grand High Witch, transform into mice, causing chaos and ultimately leading to their demise. This climax is thrilling and satisfying, emphasizing the triumph of the underdog. Chapter 11, A New Beginning. With the witches defeated, the boy and his grandmother return home. They discuss their future plans to continue hunting down witches worldwide. The book concludes on a hopeful note, with the bond between the boy and his grandmother stronger than ever, and a renewed sense of purpose in their mission. Themes with detail. Courage and resilience. The boy's bravery in facing the witches and overcoming his transformation into a mouse highlights the theme of resilience. Good versus evil. The stark contrast between the malicious witches and the kind-hearted boy and his grandmother underscores the classic battle of good versus evil. Imagination and reality. Dahl blurs the lines between fantasy and reality, creating a world where children must rely on their wits and courage to survive. The power of knowledge. The grandmother's extensive knowledge about witches is crucial in combating them, emphasizing the importance of wisdom and preparedness. Analysis, in point form. Character development. The boy evolves from a passive listener to an active hero, showcasing growth in bravery and resourcefulness. The grandmother, portrayed as wise and loving, her knowledge and experience are vital in guiding the boy. Narrative style. Dahl's engaging and suspenseful narrative keeps readers hooked. The use of humor and dark themes creates a unique balance that appeals to both children and adults. Imagery and descriptions. Vivid descriptions of the witches and their characteristics create a chilling atmosphere. The transformation scenes are particularly striking, blending horror with whimsy. Moral lessons. Emphasizes the importance of courage and standing up against evil. Highlights the value of knowledge and preparedness in facing adversities. Symbolism. The witches symbolize the hidden evils in the world, while the boy and his grandmother represent the power of good and determination. Conclusion. The Witches, by Roald Dahl, is a masterful blend of horror, humor, and moral lessons. Through the adventures of the boy and his grandmother, Dahl explores themes of courage, resilience, and the triumph of good over evil. The novel's rich characters, imaginative settings, and thrilling plot make it a timeless classic. Dahl's ability to balance dark themes with a whimsical narrative ensures that the story resonates with readers of all ages, teaching valuable lessons while entertaining. Ultimately, The Witches is a celebration of bravery, wisdom, and the enduring fight against malevolence. The end. Love the book summary. Subscribe Teddy Bear's Storytime YouTube channel now. Like the video. Turn on the notifications. And leave your comments. See you in next book.